Good evening, everyone. um, I'm just gonna cut to the chase. This is the first. Well, yesterday was my first mmsnews stream, but this is the first functional one, for lack of a better term. I honestly can't think of one at the moment. So the news stories that I want to get to are all going to be from August 25th. The first one says, we're not fully where we want to be, but I thank God Almighty we are not where we used to be. This comes from Gilbert G. LeBlanc. He submitted to both MIT AM and MSS News. So, the New York Times, Senator Tim Scott, President Trump's highest profile black supporter, offered a far more optimistic vision of America than many speakers on night one of the RNC. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all there is to say about that. Breaking.
Yeah.
No, I'm laughing because this one has to. I'm gonna put this one in the chat. But this is why I'm laughing.
You just called. Right. You still there?
Yeah. So this is sent to P.Knight. This one comes from Jedi Ghost Bear. Sent it to P-Doc and MIT AM and MSS News. Just saying that Jacob's dad says son left paralyzed by a police shooting. Yeah, we already knew that. Again, this guy's spamming the hashtag. I'll put it in chat. Oh, there we go. Wait, no. This one comes to us from Jack Cochran, senior staff reporter Jack Cochran. Generation Snowflake, Gen Z, intimidated by full stop. Oh, it's from Express. Generation Snowflake, Gen Z, intimidated by full stops. Linguist issues warning. Oh no, a video. Okay, good, it's muted. Oh, you left. Sorry about that. Alright, so I guess I'm on my own now. What happened?
I had to text my grandma.
Oh, sorry. Do you want me to?
No, I did. I was texting her.
Oh. Oh, you're streaming on your phone.
Yeah, I was texting her because I was saying that you're not. She said I was that. I said that she was bothering me, but I said no, you're not bothering me. Someone sent me something right when you called. That's it. What's that noise?
Sorry.
What's that noise? Okay. I thought it was me or something. What's that noise? No, it's back.
I thought it was from your end.
I don't know.
Do you want me to continue? Should I continue?
See the gas station right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where that guy was shot. I'm there
Oh
right now.
God.
Yeah, there's the hospital. There's that hospital. It's all boarded up. There's BLM on it. It's crazy, huh? And the 60th Street down there is blocked off.
So, how do you feel that something like this happened in your hometown?
It's surreal. Look at that car. See that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's also funny is that there was a certain there was like this big news story that happened in one of my neighboring towns. I just don't want to say because that would require doxing myself.
Yeah.
Well, not exactly, but just yeah. That would narrow down almost exactly where I am. So yeah, continuing on MSS News. This one comes from senior staff reporter Jack Cochran. Oh yeah, so I already read the title, Generation Snowflake. Generation Z is composed of today's teenagers and young adults in their early 20s. And I am insulted whenever people think I'm in my early 20s. Now, a study at uh, Binghamton University in New York has analyzed young people's perceptions of grammar and has found that the use of full stops can be interpreted as coming from a person who's insincere. It seems that teenagers are using the full stop to communicate their irritation when sending text messages.
Huh.
So this is plastered with ads, so I don't know if it's gonna. Okay, writer Rhiannon Coslet tweeted, "Older people, do you realize that ending a sentence with a full stop comes as sort of abrupt and unfriendly to younger people in an email and chat? Genuinely curious." One Twitter user comment on her tweet saying it was a case of peak snowflakery. So are they going to give us examples? Crime novelist Sophie Hannah then commented, "Just ask 16-year-old son. Apparently this is true." So what does it mean? If you got a message with full stops at the end of sentences, you'd think the sender was weird, mean, or too blunt. Experts say that young people now split up their conversations in separate texts rather than use full stops. Oh, so are they talking about like sending messages in separate sentences as opposed to long ones? Linguist Dr. Lauren Fontaine of Leiden University in Holland tweeted, "If you send a text message without a full stop, it's already obvious that you've concluded the message. Now text messages usually end. Oh, that's what it means. Now text messages usually end with LOL or LOL or however you pronounce that."
LOL.
Research leader Celia Clint said, "Well, it was pronounced LOL, and that's how a lot of people said it in the singular days. And now people just say lol." I had a singular phone. Alright, back to this. Research leader Celia Clint. When speaking, people easily convey social and emotional information with eye gaze, facial expressions, tone of voice, pauses, and so on. People obviously can't use these mechanisms when they're texting. Thus, it doesn't make sense that texters rely on what they have available to them, emoticons, deliberate misspellings that mimic speech sounds, and according to our data, punctuation. So if you add that additional marker for completion, they will read something into it, and it tends to be a falling intonation or negative tone. Okay, for a second. Sorry about that, guys. Uh, Speaking of the Daily Mail linguist from the University of Cambridge, Owen McArdle says, "I'm not sure about emails. I guess it depends how formal they are. The full stops, in my experience, very much the exception and not the norm in young people's instant messages, and have a new role in signifying an abrupt or angry tone of voice." A leading language expert, Professor David Crystal, said the use of the full stop is being revised in a really fundamental way. Mr. Crystal added, "You can look at the internet or any instant messaging exchange, anything that is a fast dialogue, taking place. People simply do not use full stops unless they want to make a point. The full stop is now being used in those circumstances as an emotional marker."
Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
Oh,
I had to put my earbuds in and connect them to my phone.
alright. So yeah, that was the second story.
Can I leave StreamYard on my phone without leaving the stream?
What?
Can I go on Twitter on my phone without leaving the stream? Because I'm on my phone.
I don't think you can.
Well, then I guess I can't read with you, even though I want to.
How close to home are you?
I don't know, like 15 minutes because everything's blocked off. I just wanted to go down there before curfew and take a video and some pictures. Oh, hurry up. Hope I don't get a ticket. How many stories did you read?
2.
All right. Do you want to read all of them today? And I
Uh,
don't.
yeah, I can do that. Or we'll see. Yeah. CNN article. This one comes from Karasudark. Karasudark? I don't know. Sorry. Connecticut Mayor slaps back at John Oliver with sewage plant renaming announcements. It doesn't sound like he would anyway, but John Oliver might not want to visit Danbury, Connecticut anytime soon. The talk show host has run afoul of that city's mayor after Oliver had some not so nice things to say during a recent episode of his show. Danbury came up during the August 16th episode of Last Week's Night with John Oliver on HBO, which is owned by CNN's parent company. Oliver was discussing racial disparities when it comes to jury selection, and one of his examples took place in Connecticut. While talking about that state, he took, reading it as it's written, he took a jab at one of its cities, Danbury, implying it wasn't the most impressive place to live. It wasn't the most impressive place to. Now I know what Scribe deals with.
Who's Oliver?
John Oliver.
Oh, John Oliver. How many stories were submitted today that weren't read?
I actually haven't counted, but it took a while to scroll down to August 25th. Hang on.
I mean, I guess you could read the first half, and now I can read the second half.
Yeah. Well, they're starting soon too.
So you're on the third story?
Yeah.
Right.
I know exactly 3 things about Danbury, the host said. USA Today ranked it the second best city to live in 2015. USA Today ranked it the second best city to live in 2015. It was once the center of the American hat industry, and if you're from there, you have a standing invite to come get a thrashing from John Oliver. Some of his other comments included a bit of language that's not suitable for a family-friendly site. Danbury Mayor Mark Bowden was not happy about it and posted a cheeky video on Facebook with the caption, "John Oliver, don't mess with Danbury." Standing up from the city's sewage plant, Bowden said, "We're gonna rename."
Who's John Oliver again? Is he the British guy?
He's a talk show host.
I can't remember what his politics are.
I don't know either. They're all so complicated. Oh! I didn't notice private chat. I'm stupid.
What? You're not.
Right, so private chat is the top priority for me. Is now.
I'm still on 22nd Avenue.
Um, 20 minutes to Lord of the Night.
Yep. I can read them really fast once I get home. We have to end right before they start. All right, I'm at a green light. The light just turned green. Yeah.
Oh, I just got an ad. Wait,
What?
Alright. Standing in front of the city's sewage. Oh yeah. CNN reached out to Oliver for comment. And that's the end of the article. Okay, so I got through 3 now. This one comes from Signal Boost. Americans say they're thankful for little joys more than ever these days. Their top 10 favorites. Do you want to go through the 10 favorites? Would you want to go through the 10 favorites?
What favorite?
The story is Americans say they are thankful for little joys more than ever these days. Their top 10 favorites.
Okay. Sure.
1. Seeing
I
a
think I'm
loved
behind
one.
you.
Huh? Oh,
I think I'm behind you.
shoot. That's not good. Um,
No, it's okay. I'll just listen.
alright. Americans' top 10 little joys. 1. Seeing a loved one after being apart for a while. 40%. 2. Sleeping in a freshly made bed. 39%. 3. Feeling the sun on my face. 39%. 4. Getting something for free. 39%. 5. Having time to myself. 35%. 6. Hugging a loved one. 33%. 7. Finding money I didn't know I had. 32%. 8. The first sip of coffee in the morning. 30%. 9. The clean feeling after a shower. 30%. 10. Receiving an I've been thinking about you type text. 28%. Yeah, that's pretty much the article. Aside from saying 83% of responders agree.
The next one, when I
What?
I'm between 5 and 10 minutes away, so
Ah,
yeah, I'll jump on my laptop once I get home, and then I'll be caught up.
alright, so this next one is a Biden story. Get your boots on. Odds of a Biden presidency are rising according to the stock signal. A win would pose a few risks to the market, LPL says. Yeah, that's from Newsbreak. I don't know if I want to read it just because I'll take a look at it. Yeah, just saying that Biden's closer to the election. Yeah, there's not a lot. Oh, it's one of those slideshow. It's funny how even now I just want to skip it, like how they do on Word of the Night. Uh,
How many more articles do you have to read?
I better count now, huh? 1, 2,
Because I want to read a few.
4, 5, 6. No, 6. No, 6. No, 6. 7,
7
8,
articles?
9. 9. There's 9 left.
Well, I can read like 4 of them when I get home, which is in a few minutes.
This one comes from Orc Lives Matter. And it's titled Articles of Impeachment Drawn Up Against Governor Mike DeWine Over Coronavirus Orders. Columbus, Ohio. 3 Ohio House Republicans have drafted articles of impeachment against Governor Mike DeWine, claiming many of his administration's coronavirus orders are unconstitutional and violate Ohioans' civil liberties. Sounds familiar. I feel like they went over something similar, maybe. I don't know. While the chances of DeWine, a Greene County Republican, being removed from office are very slim, the articles of impeachment reflect on reflect ongoing dissatisfaction from many conservative lawmakers about the governor's coronavirus response. A resolution. Sorry.
What happened? I'm a few minutes away from home, so I have about 10 minutes or less to read any articles. I just received a Kenosha business alert about something about fuel pumps. All right, I'm about almost home, and then I can read some articles, just like you.
Sorry about that very long mutes. I just needed a second to.
Just got home.
All right. Okay, so a resolution introduced by State Representative John Becker, a Clermont County Republican, includes 10 articles of impeachment against DeWine, I almost forgot his name pronounced, which claim he violated the separation of powers by having an Ohio Department of Health issues orders outside the scope of its authority that are tantamount to creating new laws. Actually, it gets a long list. I don't even know if I want to get through this all. I don't know if I want to skip to the next. I'll just read a couple more. Conspired with Secretary Frank LaRose.
I'll read a couple more. I can read a couple more. I'm on my laptop now. Okay. I can read some articles, right?
Yes. Do you want me to skip to the next one? Oh.
All right, I'm back. I'm on my laptop now.
Okay, do you want me to send you the next one?
Sure.
All right, I'll put it in chat.
All right.
I'll put it in chat, and then you can.
All right.
This one comes from Peter Stewart.
All right. All right. Let me just click on it. Online classes.
What?
Online classes? What about the online classes? Oh. Well, you posted a link that says online classes. Why'd you do that?
I did?
Okay. Yeah, Toronto seeks to save oak tree older than Canada. Right?
Yeah, that is the news story.
Okay, do you want me to read it?
Yeah.
All right. In the shadow of Canada's largest cluster of skyscrapers, Toronto is looking to preserve a majestic, centuries-old oak tree, but efforts have been complicated by the pandemic. The towering 24-meter high northern red oak is one of the oldest trees in these parts, having sprouted an estimated 300 years ago around the time that French explorers set up a trading post on the nearby shores of Lake Ontario. The tree now finds itself in the backyard of a nondescript bungalow on a winding street in the heart of a residential North York neighborhood. Its huge trunk has a circumference of 5 meters and brushes up against the back of the 1960s house. In summer, its long leafy branches shade the entire lot from the sun's rays. But in recent years, a new homeowner expressed concerns about being able to afford proper tree maintenance and its roots cracking the house's foundation. Neighbors also worried that this awesome specimen may one day be damaged by strong winds or felled in a storm. To protect it and make it accessible to everyone in this city of 6 million people, Toronto City Council voted in 2018 to buy the property, raise the house, and turn the land into a small public park. A deal was reached with the homeowner last year to sell the property to the city. That outcome delighted Edith George, a local resident who lobbied over 14 years to preserve the oak tree, whose beauty, she says, quote, just takes your breath away, unquote. Quote, it's the Rolls Royce of heritage trees. No other tree in Canada has the heritage value that this tree has, unquote, the 68-year-old retiree told AFP. Experts say that with care and under the right conditions, the tree could live another 200 years or more. Do you want me to read anything else on this article or move on? Because it's kind of long.
Well, first of all, I got lost. Sorry. Because I know you got right after the 68-year-old. Uh,
Do you want me to move on?
oh, yeah, I think you got through the article. Or,
Okay.
ah,
What?
trying to find where you are.
What are you talking about?
In the article. Unless you want to move on to the next one.
Well, I have to move. I have to read it fast because I don't have as much time as you do.
Uh,
It's not
I'll
that
just send you
much.
this next one.
Okay.
It comes from Mirror UK.
What time do you want to end?
Uh,
Meeting.
we can end right before Lords of the Night starts if you want.
Then I'll just have like 5 minutes to read articles.
Um,
Hmm.
Sorry.
Sorry about what?
That we have such limited time.
I want to go over. Well, they get to go over our time. We can go over their time.
Alright. I guess you have a point.
Bride discovers 7.5K dream ring fiance spent 2 years paying off is fake. The woman took to Facebook to explain how she discovered that her friend's 7,500-pound diamond and platinum wedding ring was fake and actually worth 10 pounds. A bride-to-be was left in disbelief when she discovered that her engagement ring, which her partner had spent 2 years paying off, was fake. The woman's fiance had chosen a stunning ring to propose with, but because of its hefty 7,500-pound price tag, he opted to spend the payment over a few years. It was only after the bride bragged to her friend about how expensive the ring was that she asked to take a look, and the truth came out. Within seconds, her friend knew the diamond and platinum ring was fake. The woman took to the Facebook group, That's It, I'm Wedding Shaming, to explain how she came to know it was a fake, admitting that she scratched diamonds were a major red flag. She wrote, quote, my eyes bulged out when she told me the price. The platinum was worn down, buffed with thousands of tiny scratches. That's when I turned the ring over to see the benchmarks on the ring. I see a big CZ and 925 in the ring, unquote, reported the Sun. The bride refused to believe what her friend was telling her until she researched what CZ and 925 mean. A ring made of CZ and 925 is actually made up of sterling silver and cubic zirconia. Unfortunately, not the platinum diamond ring that the bride thought she had. The woman called her fiancé to break the dreadful news, and together they contacted the jewelers to find out what was going on. It was 2 days later that they discovered the ring was a fake and worth 10 pounds at most. The poster added, quote, turns out the jeweler sold them the dummy demo that's worth maybe 10 pounds and took the payments for the 7.5K pound ring for 2 years. Mind you, she's had the ring serviced during that time, so they knew what was up and said nothing to them, unquote. Eventually, the jewelers replaced the ring free of charge and returned quite a few payments. Right. Next one. Please. I should have gone to Kenosha. Should have gone to Kenosha earlier. I need to wake up earlier. But I'm always up all night with watching those streams. Right?
This comes from Shrouded Angel.
Is it the wedding guest one?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. From the Mirror. Wedding guest shamed for, quote, tacky, unquote, white dress after being confused for the bride. Okay, I'm going to skip the subheader. As a wedding guest, there are certain unwritten rules you should be aware of. Don't forget to RSVP, put your phone on silent, and arrive on time. But unless you're the bride, wearing white to a wedding is considered the worst faux pas of all. Unfortunately for one bride, one of her wedding guests didn't get the memo, reported Daily Star. The anonymous attendee turned up to the ceremony wearing a stunning floor-length lacy white gown, and it even featured a train. The woman in question was called out on Reddit's wedding shaming forum, where a number of users confused her for the bride. There's a picture of them. A Facebook friend of hers wrote, quote, this girl looks absolutely gorgeous, stunning in every other word for perfect, but she is not the bride. You had one job, unquote. Since being posted, it has received over 200 comments from people slamming her, quote, inappropriate, unquote, outfit. One person said, quote, unreal. Like, does she not have a friend to perhaps suggest that lovely, though the gown might not be, this is not the function to wear it to? Her bloke there must be up his own ass, too, or he might have noticed what she was wearing before they left the house and could have suggested she needed to rethink her aesthetic. Totally self-involved and selfish couple, unquote. Another added, quote, it is considered extremely tacky to wear a white gown like dress to a wedding. That honor should be reserved for the bride. Basically, it is the equivalent of yelling, look at me, on one of the most important days of someone else's life, unquote. Others said they would have asked the woman to leave if she turned up to their wedding wearing white. This is why I like courthouse weddings better. Okay, with one saying, quote, if someone showed up in this to my wedding, they'd be kicked out immediately, unquote. And another agreeing, quote, wearing this to my wedding and I will personally toss you out, unquote. Although the overriding response was that the woman was well and truly in the wrong, a couple of people didn't see what the problem was because the dress was actually ivory, not white. And that's it. One more?
If we want to get technical. Yeah, I was going to say that Shrouded Angel submitted another story, which I counted in the 9 stories. But that was Shrouded Angel sent what Jack Cochran sent. So, yeah, last story, it's by Frosted Glass.
Corner? Oh, medium. Oh, geez.
Yeah, senior corner correspondent, Frosted Glass.
Yeah. Sucks I can't click on the link. I have to copy paste. I'm going to say, stupid thing. All right. All right. I hope they don't kill you because you're black today. Okay. Yeah, that's why they're killed. All right. I love my blackness and yours, but it's that very same blackness we wear with pride that can be the sole cause of our death sentence. This morning, I woke up to a video of another unarmed black man shot by the police while his children witnessed in the car that the cops shot him in. Like many Americans, but especially black Americans, I woke up traumatized today. I'm not okay, and won't be. I hope they don't kill you because you're black today. I wish to wake up one day without the sliver of opportunity that I won't be shown another video of a black man who looks like me killed at the hands of police. I wish I never watched the video. I wish I didn't witness the pain his children will endure for the rest of their lives. And I wish the color of my skin wasn't a cause to fear for my life in the police's presence. The country has sat and watched us die, and nothing has been done about it. The truth is, as the protests grew across the country over the past few months, there hasn't been any real progress. True reform destroys the comfortability that allows America to watch black people get killed endlessly and innocently by the same people who swore an oath to protect them. Real change makes you uncomfortable. If you aren't uncomfortable, I can only say you lack empathy. Get uncomfortable, because black people live uncomfortably in this country every day. As the rapper Mick Jenkins says, if you live carefree, you probably don't look like us. America will only feel, I forgot the quotes, America will only feel the uncomfortableness of being black in this country when it chooses to stop ignoring the experiences of what it is to be black. Feel our experiences. For too long, we were never given the benefit of the doubt when it came to the injustices we face. Thankfully, with technology, America can no longer ignore the reality of a video on social media. What is documented is only getting a small taste of what we go through. Welcome to our life, America. Black people have always been slain by cops. We've always been saying our lives matter, but now at least you're listening. But listening isn't enough. We need collective action. Suppose you think progress is murals being painted across the country, black squares on Instagram, trending hashtags. In that case, sadly, you're mistaken. Black Americans have always been a problem that America has never known what to do with. Progress won't be made as long as another black man dies, they forgot to capitalize black, innocently at the police's hands, or as long as we continue to face the daily injustices that Lady Liberty hands us. There hasn't been progress because every day when I step outside my house, there's a genuine fear of the many ways that I can die at the hands of police or a victim of racial lynching. I hope that I never have to face that circumstance. I hope I don't die while jogging. I hope I don't die with my hoodie on while eating Skittles. I hope I don't die playing with a toy gun. I hope I don't die as I dance my way home. I hope I don't die driving while black in my holding cell. I hope I don't die selling loose cigarettes. Huh?
Nothing,
What?
I was just saying the names of the people when you said, I hope I don't die because of so-and-so.
I hope I don't die with a knee on my neck. What's his name? Say his name.
Tony Tempa.
Yeah. I hope I don't die with my hands up, which is a lot.
Michael Brown.
I hope I don't die when I'm asleep in my bedroom.
Breonna Taylor.
Regina Nicholas and Dennis Tuttle, pretty much. No knock warrant. I hope I don't die standing in my grandmother's backyard.
I don't know what that's referencing.
I hope I don't die playing video games. Oh wait, that's Ryan Whitaker. He doesn't count because he's white. I hope I don't die eating ice cream on my sofa.
I don't know what that's in reference to.
I think it was the cop who went to the wrong house or apartment and shot him. I don't know. I hope I don't die when pulled over. Just anybody.
Is that also Philando Castile?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I should look these up. I hope I don't die selling CDs or DVDs. Do you know who that is?
I don't know. I feel like I should, but I don't.
I think this is Freddie Gray. I hope I don't die in the back of a police van.
That's Eric Garner.
I hope I don't die walking down the stairs in the apartment I live in.
Don't know.
Actually, there are links. Oh, Akai Gurley. Okay, jeez. While jogging, armed robbery. Ahmaud Arbery. Trayvon Martin was the Skittles playing with a toy gun. Doesn't say. Dance My Way Home. Elijah McClain. I felt sad.
Nice.
Elijah McClain was the Dance My Way Home. Yeah, I felt bad when he died because he was an animal lover. Oh, driving while black and in my holding cell. Sandra Bland. Lucy Cigarettes. Eric Garner. Neon Neck. George Floyd. Hands Up. Michael Brown. Sleep in my Breonna Taylor. Grandmother's backyard. Stephen Clark. Eating ice cream on my sofa. Botham Jean. Pulled over is Philandro Castile selling DVDs or CDs as Alton Sterling. Back of a police van.
Right, it was Alton Sterling.
Kai Gurley is walking down the stairs in the apartment. Future children witness Jacob Blake.
Obviously.
Okay. There's a deep pain in this country that was never reconciled. The pain is what the current systems. Huh?
Too soon for the Jacob Blake reference because we don't have all the facts yet.
Well, you know how they are. They like to jump to conclusions. Like, the Woostenbergs. Oh, she's an evil Karen. Oh, no, she was targeted first. Okay. The pain is what the current systems of justice are built on. The pain will persist until we face and heal from it. As long as the pain persists, nothing will change. Because the soul of this nation is dark, it's up to us to find some light. Oh, you saying you want to find some white people to save you? I'm having trouble finding words to end this because I can't say anything that hasn't already been said. I have nothing to say. I guess that's what feeling helpless feels like there's no room for change. That ultimately this is the American way. For hundreds of years, black people have persisted through the bondage, lynching, mass incarcerations, and killings at the hands of police. What about black on black crime and black abortion? We don't want revenge. We aren't seeking retaliation. Because as a people, we are above it. We just want justice. There we go.
This was one big article. Like, talk about plays victim.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, they have a guest on. The Satsu's not on. It's I can't.
Yeah.
It's a blonde avatar.
Shatmore.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so ready to watch Lords of the Night?
Yeah. Oh, you said hi to me. Star said hi to me, and Miss Shizu said hi to me.
Alright.
Thank you. All right.
Thanks everyone for listening.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you for being a part of the stream and for reading the stories.
Yep. 45 minutes.
Later.
Later.